Yeah, well, just talking about the Newcastle United Fulham game, it was probably a little bit disappointing, to be honest, to draw 0-0, but it was a lot better than getting beat off Blackburn Rovers, which is what happened on Wednesday night. Clean sheet to come with it, some good chances for Andy Carroll. You know, on another day they go in and you win that game 1-0, and it would have been a really timely boost for Newcastle. But you know, 0-0 wasn't the end of the world. I think the crowd appreciated that. They didn't boo Newcastle United off, which is always a good sign that the crowd are appreciating what Chris Hughton's trying to do with the limited resources that he's got. I think every day he does better and better, to be honest, considering he's working with one of the smallest backroom teams at Newcastle, and I think probably the smallest backroom team Newcastle have ever had, to be honest. But we'll move on to it now. We'll move away from that now, and we've got Bolton Wanderers on Saturday. That's a game that I'll probably go into it with a little bit of confidence with, to be honest, because away from home Newcastle have been much better this season. It's very untypical of Newcastle fans to be going away on the away trips. Looking forward to the game, I mean, beat Arsenal away, West Ham away, Everton away. It's 3 great wins, and I don't see any reason why it can't be 4. I think Bolton Wanderers, yeah, they beat Tottenham in the last game, but I think this is the sort of game now where the pressure's off Newcastle again when they're going away from home. The pressure seems to be on them at St James's Park, and I think that's told in the results so far. It's interesting, really, if you look at the games Newcastle have won, you'd probably had them down for defeats or probably draws away from home, and the games at home you'd probably had them down for as wins. So it's been a funny old season. Still 8th in the table. I think that's a decent achievement. If you'd asked me that at the start of the season, where would we be in the middle of November? 8th. I'd have been absolutely delighted with that. Do appreciate that the table is tightly bunched at the moment, and a couple of defeats and you are down there. But overall, if Newcastle can break past that 20-point barrier at Bolton, then we're halfway to what we want to see the team achieve in terms of survival this year. And once they can reach that magic 40 points, I think the fans will breathe a sigh of relief. But we'll see what happens, and we'll move on to Bolton Wanderers on Saturday.